Hi, I'm Haley Loren. Welcome to the Paradise Music Hour, an exclusive public television concert series produced here in Paradise, California, where you'll meet some of the world's best musicians singing and playing and telling us about their fascinating lives on the world's big stages. For the past couple of years, I have been hosting a remarkable show called Plugged In and Turned On in Paradise. As you may know, Paradise, California was destroyed in the Camp Fire of November 2018. More than 18,000 structures and homes were destroyed. Thousands are displaced. The whole world watched as the fire tore through Butte County, and hundreds sent prayers, clothing, money, food. It was an outpouring of love and support. Now, let's rewrite the narrative of devastation and loss to dedication and love for Paradise, the community that was and will rebuild. Created, filmed, and edited by local folks and supported by a community that celebrates arts and music, this program provides a stage for artists, such as myself and many others, from varied backgrounds and genres, to share their stories and music with the world. Many of these episodes feature performances at the beautiful Paradise Performing Arts Center and highlight many other local treasures. Those of us at Plugged In and Turned On in Paradise intend to showcase the power of music to heal. We're delighted to bring you one of our favorite episodes.
Said I gotta make you see, what does it take to win your love from me? I said blow, 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 blow. Oh, it's alright.
Rock Hendricks was born almost blind, but at 7 received the gift of sight and then first laid eyes on a saxophone.
Thank God for my dad. He got me my first sax when I was about 7, 8 years old, and the rest is history.
Love at First Sight has led to an extraordinary career, playing sax for some of the greatest musicians of our time, including Michael Jackson, Bonnie Raitt, Michael Bublé, Leon Russell, Bobby Womack, and many more.
There's Michael Jackson and Dianna Ross and Berry Gordy. And I remember Dianna Ross goes, "Hey Rock, come sit down here on the couch." I was frozen like this. I couldn't even move.
Yeah. Anybody familiar with Motown? 10 years recording with Motown, this guy. And that's just everybody. I mean, just look at the catalog. I mean, I tremble to try to name it, but why don't you tell us a few names?
Well, let's see, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, everybody. I was a funk brother at Motown.
I was born in Fort Hood, Texas, blind. They said that they knew something was wrong with me as a little baby because they had those little mobile things that hung over the crib. She'd do them and, hey, look, and there was never any reaction. So they would put music on and I would do this to the beat, like, they could look, the kid's doing his head to the beat of the song.
Hey, I gotta make you see, what does it take to win your love from me? I said, blow that saxophone, come on.
By the time I was 15, I was playing professional with old guys that are like my age now. When I was in high school, I was walking by this nightclub. I heard this really great music coming out. This is soul music. They snuck me in the club and let me bring my sax. And they're like, man, this blonde-haired blind kid You know, he can really blow that sax. And then before you know it, I was playing in the hood with him. And I was kind of always a novelty. I was the little white, blue-eyed soul kid that could play. But in my early 20s, I got my first big gig from knowing those guys in the Jacksons, and I went on tour at the Jacksons. And then I moved to Hawaii for the first time, and then went back to Los Angeles to play with Marvin Gaye. And shortly after I was there, he unfortunately was, killed by his dad. And I was hired by the Gordy family, the founders of Motown, and I became part of their family, really. I became a funk brother. Later I was united with the same band, the Marvin Gaye's band. I played with Bobby Womack, one of the great soul legends. And Bobby wrote It's All Over Now, the Rolling Stones' first hit song. And Mick Jagger idolized Bobby. The Stones would always come to our shows. They were like our groupies. And I remember one time backstage, I went to get Mick Jagger's autograph. Even backstage, there's a whole group of security guys around him. I walked up to, hey, yeah. And they're like, no, get back. You know. He goes, oh no, it's cool. Come on over, mate. You know, and I got his autograph.
Then we gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. Somebody play something for me, will you?
best morning in paradise.
I was in Motown. Rock and roll.
You were there for 10 years?
Yeah.
This guy's a legend, man.
I know, man. Every time you say something, it's like, what?
I was a funk brother.
Is that right?
Really? Yep.
That was best.
Me and Tom Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Scott. Yeah. I was lucked out. I met a super rich family, and they asked me to live there. So I lived in one of the biggest homes in LA for 10 years. Yeah, and we had a rope on every room. You could pull, like the Adams family.
Yeah.
Bring me some sandwiches. Tonight's band is such a great band. I'm really excited to be here and playing with them.
I played with Santana from 93. I did it twice, 93 to 98, and I quit. And then they did the Smooth record. And then he called me back. So it was, I would say about 10 years total. We went everywhere.
Kid, I remember the first time I saw a drummer play. I saw a kid, and a drummer, and I thought, wow, that's strange, man. How's he doing that? But I remember at that moment, I thought, man, I really wanted to play.
I've always been a session musician. I was at Motown and I played on so many records over the years, all the Stevie Wonder, the Temptations.
Hey, me and my baby don't get along but one day at a time. Well, one day we're fussing and fighting, the next day we're doing fine. Monday we love each other, Tuesday we're going sweet. Wednesday you fix me a steak and Thursday night I don't even eat. Me and my baby don't get along but one day at a time. Hey, one day we're fussing and fighting, next day we're doing fine. Rock, go baby.
I've always been the kind of sax player, you gotta push the button on the first time, record, because that's usually my best time.
I said picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me, I know you always see what's going on.
2009, Rock has recorded 9 Billboard #1 smooth jazz hits with Paul Hardcastle. It's truly a match made in heaven, the saxophone and Rock Hendricks.
Paul Hardcastle. We've worked together strictly through the internet. I get music on files from London. I get a song from Paul Hardcastle, and I don't know what the heck I'm going to play on it. Just give it a shot, you know. Hope for the best. Hey, and look what it's at. It's been unbelievable. I've had 14 hits with Paul with me now, and now I play on most of all of his songs. I'll tell you some of the people that I normally don't tell people I play with. I got to play with Donny Osmond one time, which was really a trip. And what a super talented, nice guy. Leif Garrett, Michael Bublé. You know, my favorite theater in the whole United States is the Fox Theater in Detroit. And there's a stairwell in the back. On the walls, every musician, you know, from the Beatles to Elvis Presley to Frank Sinatra, all their signatures are on the wall. And you can just, for hours, stand in that stairwell going up and look at all the musicians' names that they've signed over the, you know, I don't know how many, 50 years or something. And I think that's probably one of my favorite places I've ever played, you know. And I did some great shows there, played with Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle and Bobby Womack and Chaka Khan.
If I'm late at all, then I'm late with sadness that everyone's heart is not filled with the gladness of love. It's a long, long road.
Blind and visually impaired my entire life. Since my eyes were so bad, they never wanted to operate on me for years because of the complications from the operations. It was so risky that they just said no. But someday, maybe when you're just pretty much, there's no hope for you in seeing ever, we'll try an operation. So I rolled the dice and took the gamble. When I had my operation, I cried. So did everybody else in the operating room, you know, they cried. It was an unbelievable experience. To see whales jumping and the birds flying and the stars, it was an absolute miracle to see the world as for real for the first time in my whole life. I live in Maui right now on a ranch with cows and ducks and chickens and turkeys and everything running around. The last year I was playing with one of the world's great drummers, Mick Fleetwood. Every week we would have ZZ Top or Steven Tyler.
It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. I said it's Valentine's Day. Each day is Valentine's Day.
I'd like to thank Plugged In and Turned On in Paradise. It's an honor to be here with such great people and musicians.
Thank you so much. Yes. Clay Reed, thank you for inviting us up here. Oh, yeah. Come on, y'all. Get on up. I said I'm gonna move away out on the outskirts of town. I'm gonna move way out on the outskirts of town. Just don't want nobody now hanging around. Check it out. I'm gonna bring my own groceries every day. Gotta stop the grocery boy and keep him away. Said I'm moving way out on the outskirts of town. I really don't want nobody that's always hanging around. Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you, baby, gonna move away from here. I don't want no ice, man, I'm gonna buy me a Frigidaire. Said I'm moving way out on the outskirts of town.